Welcome to the second God podcast. Tonight guests are Freya, leader of TGA on the K107, Ari, former diplomat of LeVO, now it's the member of ENL, Ostoja, leader of ENL from K75, and LeVO, I don't know how you pronounce your name, member of GCM from K107, right? And we expecting Ruth, who is the NDA, but I don't know will he join. He confirmed his present, but we will see. Okay, hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, tonight's topics will be trending invasions these days, and are they the product of boring KVK lately? So why I call everybody, somehow I get impressions that this is some kind of familiar connection between us. Recently, the NDM invade K75, and we are now under their occupation, and the GCM supported them, right? So I got the information that the GCM is actually brother alliance of TGA, who is what to say friend with the NL, and this is become some awkward situation. So why I call you tonight in this show, it's because I wish to hear your opinion. Why this happened? Why invasions happened? Is it just the merit hunt, or just the shoving off the power, or it's something else in between? Does it searching for the excitement, a new kingdom? What is the goal of this kind of the invasions and things it happened? Because after every invasion I see till now, the kingdom who are under invaded become that kingdom. Some players left the games and that kind of stuff. So I wish to give the opportunity to the ladies to speak first, to the Ari and the Freya. So Freya, can you give us your opinion about these popular things these days?
First of all, hello everyone, listeners and guests. Well, invasion is new fashion, as I like to say, and this is gonna be the new phase of the game because there is a lot of new kingdoms opening, and the old ones get boring and empty. So the players who like to fight, because at the end this is the war game, they're searching for adventures and fighting places. So invasion is very popular in last months or so, and I think developing of the game will be in that that stage. I expect that developers will make jumping maybe cheaper because people who invade they spend resources, diamonds for the troops, killing and everything. So I think the invasions will be more and more popular. The situation we have now, it's strange
Извини, moram
because
da te, čekaj, stani, moram
after
te
almost
prekinem.
2 years in the game, we know
Freya,
a lot of people.
Freya, just a second, please. I must interrupt you for the second. Ostoja, can you mute your mic when people spoke because the echo come from you? Just unmute it when you start to talk.
Okay.
Okay. Please continue. I'm very sorry.
Yes, okay. So the situation we have now with TGA, GCM, and NL is funny because after almost 2 years in game, we know a lot of people from all over the kingdoms. So it will become a daily thing that we, so our friends fight our friends, as situation is now. TGA and GCM are family from K107, and ENL is Balkan Alliance. We are all related. So the situation when suddenly GCM jumped to help their NDM guys, friends, became interesting for all of the three alliances. But my point is that there is no hard feelings because we all know this is just a game, and all of us together now talking about it just show that how everyone should act, that this is a game, this is fun, we do this for fun, there should be no hard feelings or someone to be angry at others, and so.
Yes, exactly. But I wish to point something. For example, this has happened. For example, today I see the report of 19.6 hits on one player. 19.6, not 9 or 6. 19.6. I think this is
maybe
over. Yeah,
resource?
Resources.
resources in the
Take-
19.6 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
probably he was
emptying
rich
the
with
emptying the
resources.
castle.
yeah.
Resource.
I
No.
Actually, I think it's not, because I saw the report after the 6 hits, that castle was dead and empty. 96 hits. Why?
Well, nobody will just attack 96 times. It's like,
That's my
exhausting
point.
for a player who attack.
Yes, is it the game or is it
Unless
just
they got
a...
their finger blocked on the, on the mouse something. I don't know. That's weird. If it wasn't.
Yes, that's weird, because I saw this, that's my point. Okay, invasion, we have the fun and that kind of stuff. There is something, there is some goals in it, but these things particularly happen, and actually this is the good way to lead the player left the game. Isn't some kind of bullying, showing off? What do you
No,
think?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe
For sure, there's a reason. I mean,
there's a reason.
we don't know.
Ask
You
the
might
player.
just send an email, a mail to the player and asking why did you hit the
Nine-
6 times.
Maybe it was just something personal with that player. Who knows? Maybe there's some bickering in the background we're not allowed, we're not aware of.
You think that it is
Maybe
something
he
in the
hates
background?
castle scheme.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense otherwise, to be honest. This is a beyond bullying to hit 96 times a castle without getting anything out of it. It just doesn't
Well,
make sense.
Maybe there is a thing because attacking with the 69 soldiers kind of fight. So 69,
Oh, well, maybe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
69 attacks could be that shit.
Yeah, for example, also today we discovered something funny, that one of, I'm sorry, NDM player are on the K146 where you, Ari, was the diplomat. And he's standing, in the King's Land, in the KL, and actually he is he's married, or she is married to one of our friends, Gaz. Yeah, particularly fond of me. That's the guy who's that guy first. That guy was the first who zeroed me. So actually, K146 already have the invasion fund NDA. And have betraying of the kingdom. That's why I called her to participate in it.
Actually,
Yeah?
actually, no, we were not invaded. We were
Oh,
not
no.
invaded. That was bizarre. No, actually, we're not invaded. It was not bizarre. It's bizarre that he's in that alliance from my perspective, because he used to be part of our alliance, the leading alliance, and then he moved around to the second alliance, and anyway, eventually that became the ruling alliance. And we left the kingdom. So to be honest, I have no idea why he would be still in K146 and be in that alliance. It kind of, I mean, when I've seen it, I was like, okay, that's a bit bizarre. Maybe it's part of maybe NDM is becoming a bit like we that are everywhere and nowhere at the same time, and collecting players from here and there, and potentially, just as Freya said, this is becoming the new way of playing the game rather than the traditional way, having a kingdom and fighting each other, but more like invading directly and no
Yes,
more
exactly.
KVP fights. Because it's weird. You find this, I mean, like this guy, you find people that were in some alliances at one point or on some kingdoms, and then you find them in all of a sudden in these invading type of alliances, which are everywhere. So uh, it doesn't it doesn't make sense sometimes. To be honest, him being in that alliance for me doesn't make sense. I don't know, maybe it's a personal thing, maybe he went over to meet a friend in or maybe he wants to join them permanently. It really I think it's something recent. Last I know he was part of the leading alliance, which is our former alliance now. um I don't know what the game is over there. Maybe he's I don't know, having uh
But
change of
that's what
mind. I
I
don't
was
know.
saying. That's what I was saying. That this is the new stage of the game, because we
Yes,
play too much and the game evolves. In the I think TGA, I'm not sure, but I have people in 5 kingdoms now. Probably, I'm
mm,
not sure. I didn't count, but that's the new stage of the game for everyone. And I think
exactly.
the- my point is that I think developers will make jumping cheaper and easier. Maybe they will limit the time from staying at Kingdom or something, but they will see opportunity for the people because this makes game active and alive. So it will be more and more of this.
Yeah, but to be honest, on the other hand, for me, I see this because not everybody has this type of game. For two reasons. You have the whales, which no matter how cheap they make the chance, I mean, it will never be cheap for one and a half billion or more kind of players to move around. So probably they will change their game as well, their castle structure, their power, rather than be tanky, be more lean, sort of to say. I've seen a lot of talking in various channels about this, being a zero castle and focusing on stats. So, but there are players that don't play like this, the invasion type. So I think that for some of them, it would lead to a quit of the game because they prefer servers where they can, grow, play KVK, a more, let's say, docile kind of game. So I fear that, well, the loss would be for these type of players and of them in a way for the game. But it's true, the game evolves, so you change with it or yeah, it's a game, you can quit it anytime. Well, sort of,
Okay, let's
maybe some
see.
of you can tell me.
Let's hear a little bit the boys' perspective. Ostoja, LeVO, what you're thinking about it?
Um, well, actually, yeah, we were in 107, right? So 107 was an active server, right? We had a perma war in there with the Nether aliens. We had fun we made a teamwork. But then aliens aliens leave the server, right? So and it happens in every kind of server. So and when you stay in an empty server, right, you look for fun with your friends. And what's the option with that? Only you can go to another server with a couple of your friends, and you can just play with the other server that you don't know. And the game doesn't give us any other option, right, to have fun. And on the other side, like let's say invade sounds a bit like tough. But, um, this is a war game, So okay, for instance, we came to here, right? To play with your server. But we are just like 5 castles in here against all of your server, and you guys can easily find your server against us. And okay, you're just saying some people don't like this style; they just want to focus on the uh, the events. But like they should support their alliances and they should play with their friends. It's not like okay, I don't want to do that, or I just want to play like that. So
Ostoja,
that's my point. Yeah.
Ostoja,
So
Ostoja.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Well, you have three types of
And
players,
by the way, I
and
would like to add something. I would like to add something.
Shoot,
Ostoja
bro.
also did invasion, right? So Ostoja can maybe like have this like perspective because I remember Ostoja from K41. He came to invade, right? Ostoja.
yeah, but that was just for about 30 minutes or so when I was coming back home.
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
don't know
anyway,
what actually that. I've had only five or six precis transfers or something, and I don't know why I jumped there. It was so quick. I didn't plan it. Okay, you have three types of alliances and three types of players. You have fighters, you have farmers, and you have event fighters. So the same is with alliances. Some alliances are focused on events only, some alliances want to fight, and some aren't interested in anything at all. So we often have invaders. This is the second time this month that we have invaders. We were fighting against MHL before NDM, and there are a few tactics about how to fight against that. So I think that it's not smart to fight at the beginning, but sometimes it's interesting. You need to have a lot of players online, at least 10 or 15 fighters, and there are a lot of tactics about how to fight against that. It's fun to be invited, and actually we were planning to invite some kingdom this month, right after KVK, but we didn't have time because this is the second time we've got inviters here.
oh, okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Which server were you planning to invite?
You wish to join?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I was
Don't
watching
tell
a
secrets
couple
of the
of
state.
kingdoms, but
Don't sell the secrets, Toya.
oh, that's not the problem.
Well, 75 is very good with using bubble. You know, I don't know why they're complaining about visitors from other servers. You cannot damage anything.
Well, we have a lot of players here that are not the fighters,
They're good
but
with
also
bubble.
we have a couple of very good fighters and a couple of very good accounts. But a lot of people here doesn't know how to fight and actually don't want to fight.
To be
They're
honest, this is the
focused on some other things.
yeah. These are the kind of players that I said. They're not invaders. They're not fighting types. So these will either quit the server or quit the game eventually. And in a way, I think that's what makes us attractive K75. I think that's why we're so popular nowadays because I think we have a lot of these kind of. They kind of smelled out that there are a lot of players that are just not fighting.
Yeah,
I think so.
they're not
It's just
moving.
an opinion that I see from outside. I'm not. I mean, I'm recently joined the K75, so I'm not yet 100% familiar with all the alliances, but it must be something. We got invaded twice since I'm here a month and a half. There has to be something about us.
But the problem about K75 is that our numbers are growing a lot. I can see that in Alliance Power rankings and
Mhm.
in player rankings and in LL events, Lord of Lords. Because a lot of players are using a lot of speed ups in that event. Like, I'm not sure how much. I almost never participate in Lord of Lords, but they get a lot of points there. And that's bad for the kingdom because we bigger players can jump cheaper here. So we're in the problem. And most of them aren't fighters.
Okay, but
Well,
if you don't want to
can
play
you choose?
like
It's
fighting style, if you don't want to play
yeah,
fighting
yeah.
style, you can just activate a shield. That's easy.
Yeah, that's right. Sure. But for some players, that's not easy.
Okay, guys.
As you see, this is the war game, and everything is settled for the war. Yes, we have stupid, fucking, boring gathering,
And it's a war game
but
with a team actually, but not
yeah,
only
and
war game, but
team.
it's a
I
teamwork game. Yeah.
Yeah, as LeVO pointed, we had invasion from ARP just when the war was ongoing, and that made war stop, be united uh, together, and ARP left after a week or something. They
Yeah.
spent a lot of scrolls to jump to 107, and they left after a week because we beat them and they left. So this is the thing when you have invasion, the the only way, as Leo said, you have maybe 15, 20 castles there. If you unite kingdom all together, no matter farmers, I'm talking about just people who will fight, you can beat and starve them to death. Don't let them gather mm, something. They can jump with bank, so you have to see that they have no resources. They have spent their own with healing and everything. So gather together against invasion and make a war, make fun.
Okay.
Well, I think that
Basically,
resources
basically gather.
aren't the problem for invaders. They have their other accounts, so they get resources from there, and also they're attacking others and getting resources. But it's not easy to play against the zero castles. For example, 400 million power or 500 accounts with good stats and accounts that can be emptied easily. So
Of course,
resources
that,
aren't the problem for them.
yeah, of
For
course, of
example,
course.
I can empty my castle in 4 or 5 seconds,
I wish to
and
read
that's
you
easy.
something because we have the live listener here. He has the privilege here to listening podcast us, and he left the message on my Discord channel. I wish to read you these messages to see your. Do you agree with this and what you think about it? So Anakin said, this approach of cheap jumps is providing most of the player to grow, and they will quit in a greater number. Many people are just wanting to do grow, not to fight in PvP. But this is why people are moving to the new kingdoms, and those are like 50% of active players, those who want to fight and most kick off it. They are already in fighting alliance. This is the reason we now have those mega alliances. Issues is if you are not ready to invest some real money in healing, rebuilding troops, then most of the people are not ready for big army game. So it is not as a sidekick role, zero castle, waiting for big guns to initiate a fight so they can join. They will never go alone as they know they can be zeroed within a minute against stronger fighter. Do you agree, people, with this? What do you think about this? Does this
No,
have the point?
I don't agree with that. I mean, we have a lot of players who doesn't invest any money on their account, but they just play the game. On the rallies, they send their dragons. They participate in the rallies. They participate in the defenses. Don't have
But
huge
that's like,
army.
but
Yeah,
that's the
you can
thing.
get zeroed. Well, this is part of the game, you know. You can and also if you don't want to lose a troop, right? Or if you get pain through lose troop, and if you decide to quit because of that, this is not your this is not a game that you should play actually.
Do
I
you-
agree.
No, its troops are meant to die. That's true, but it's in a way what you just said confirms part of what was written. These are people that will support. They are not the rally leaders, so you still have to have the strong accounts who need to put up, the fight and band together, and then of course the others will hopefully support. But
Yeah,
someone
but
that
right now,
is free
okay,
to play
yeah,
or
of
medium
course.
spender will leave. not have
Of
the
course,
stats to fight these guys.
but look at your aliens. You have very strong accounts in your aliens. Like, there's I saw one of your player, right? Who's
Mhm,
Anna, right? Who has purple
mhm.
glories, very good commanders. So she can be your rally leader easily. Do you need to support her, right? You guys need to play as a team.
Exactly. That's why
Ostoja,
So,
developers
and when
create
you when you look
alliance.
at the another aliens on the something called like MPX, right? They have very strong accounts. Same with SIT.
Yeah, I agree with
Well,
LeVO.
each aliens has a strong rally leaders, you know. But if rally leader cannot fill their rallies, or if they cannot get enough dragons into the rallies, they won't do anything. They
Yeah,
cannot do anything.
that's the thing. You need
It's
to
a
have people
teamwork.
that are willing to fight, and you need to be able to fill in that rally to a level that can actually do some damage, or reinforce somebody to a level that actually can, uh, do some damage and get a rally or a hit without actually taking that's not from the enemy, not from their own. So yeah, that's a bit more maybe I don't know at leadership level in K75 that we can come together and fight them together. But you need the numbers,
yeah. Do you think
as
that
you said.
Yeah,
maybe that most of the people doesn't understand the concept of this game? Because, for
yeah, probably.
example,
Yeah,
yeah, for example, I saw today the guy who is like 47 million and have more than 1 million troops. So basically, his real power is around 50 or 20 million. So basically, one two hit he is
Nothing.
back in the past, like on the beginning of the game. Maybe people doesn't understand where is the real power, how to set up their account and start to chasing the royals and stuck in it. So it's easily to be zeroed, and that after that 2 3 months rebuilding the power make a great fear in them to enter in the battle and enjoy the war game. And the end of the day, this is the war game, right? What do you think about that? Maybe
Well,
uh,
let's see. The game is old, almost 2 years. I mean, 2 years, and we played
Hmm.
since the start. Imagine and remember how was at the start for us when we didn't know shit, and we didn't have tutorials about anything. We had to discover everything our own. And now at this stage, for someone who's starting the game, you have everything on the plate. You just have to want to play the game as it's created. So I don't approve that because, um, for example, you have guy at Kingdom 242, 242, just to point this, and they are maybe 40 or 45, 46 days old kingdom. He's already 200 million. I needed a year to reach 200 million. So he's investing money and everything. So if he wants to play, if he looks on YouTube tutorials to make settings and everything, he can be a good player. If you want to play Farmville, yes, you can play Farmville. Bubble yourself, go farm, raise the number on your screen. You will be powerful. You will have a lot of numbers on the screen, a lot of millions, but useless. It is
Yeah,
just
but
for
that
you.
damages the server. It's fake power. It damages the server. It's fake power.
Of course, that's the fake power, and that's just for you to feel like building your virtual dick, like I have a few hundred
Mm-hmm.
million power account, but useless, totally useless for this game. And that's the point that people like this complain. Look at us. We speak normal. We are saying that this is the war game, and we play the way of war. I stopped gathering a long time ago. I have farms who do that for me
Mm-hmm.
because this is a war game. I'm building the troops and settings and badges and everything like that.
yeah,
guys, speak up. Ostoja, Leo.
yeah. I mean, it's impressive, and also like you learn how to play the game through this way. You get zeroed. You see how other people plays, and you get know your account better. and then you change your strategy. Then that's how you also develop your knowledge about the game. So it's like playing chess, you know.
Yeah, but this is a strategy game first of all, and then a war game.
Yeah. Okay.
But players who started to play in our war kingdoms have a huge advantage. So I started in a K18, and we were fighting every day, the whole day. There were almost no rules there. So that's the best way to learn how to fight. After
Same.
a couple of fights, you will always look at the reports, and you will try to figure out something, and that's the best way to learn how to fight. I don't have much power, but I can do pretty much with less than 40 million.
Exactly, that was my point.
Yeah, and that's the biggest advantage. And you were right. For us, it was hard to grow up fast. And today, the offers you can buy are much better. Packages, events, and everything. So I'm pretty sure that you can grow up much faster. And also, alliances and gets are bigger than before.
But
So
I'm
that's
sorry.
also an advantage.
But I'm sorry. What does it mean growing for you? What does
I was thought about writing the power, nothing else, not the stats, just PowerPoints.
or but like when you go to what do you call events, for instance? You guys are saying events, right? You need a lot of power for them.
Yeah.
Don't need, right?
No, they just need training troops. That's all.
But some like limited amount troops. You can take limited amount of troops into the event, right?
Yeah. So why you need like
Yeah.
12 million troops?
Now, why do you need them?
Yeah, what for?
I mean, you can have 12 million or 15 million if you like to tank rallies. If
Exactly.
you don't like
That's
it,
why.
then what's the point of having 15 million troops?
Yeah, but you need to have a good stats for that.
Okay.
It's not easy to rally 50 troops, but that player needs to have pretty good stats.
Right, but as long as you play with other people, then you learn how you should develop your stats, and you compare your stat with others, right? To do
Of
that, you
course,
need to play.
but you also need to have team support. You are nothing with 50 million troops if you don't have team support.
I see. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. It's a more
Well,
teamwork.
at the start of the game, rallies to other players were almost nothing. Now I don't see attacks at all. I mean, for the bigger guns, I say it's only rallies. So it's about teamwork.
Yeah, it's about impact, and I like to participate in this, and I like to take some rally, but I'm not rallying often. I like solo attacks the most. That's my favorite. I'm super happy when I find 3 or 4 million troops, some bigger castle unbubbled.
You are
That's a happiness for me.
a bully.
Ostoja is the
No,
bully.
not everybody can do that. Not everybody can
No,
do
I'm
that.
not.
Yeah. Okay, but so
Don't
basically,
call me.
Ostoja, just your mic. Don't forget your mic because we have the echo and microphonia. Turn off when you don't speak.
Okay,
Okay? Turn off
okay,
when you don't speak.
okay.
Uh, okay, so basically, we can agreed here. We have farmers, and we will not talk about them because they are actually in this MMO strategy, and that's like a BS playing the farm wheel in the MMO strategy. But we have the players.
I need to stop you here because farmers are also important for the alliance. they are good in the other things. You can have an alliance full of fighters. They will always spend a lot, and the alliance full of fighters doesn't exist. You always have farmers, you also have those who likes events only, and you always have some fighters there. So farmers are also important for the alliance.
But
They
that's
bring you
yes.
gifts, they bring you resources, and they help in events.
If
Yeah.
we assume that they are a team player, but like the 20-30% of the farmers are not the team player. I don't know, but this is my impression.
That depends on kingdom and alliance. So if alliance doesn't like to fight, they won't fight. You know, if kingdom is too peaceful, they won't fight at all.
Yeah, okay, but what is then the solutions? Basically, in this point, we see a lot of new kingdoms opening, and some kingdoms are dead, some kingdoms are totally unbalanced. We see through the UC, we see through the Soul, we saw on the KVK that sometimes is matching the servers, and the alliance are totally unbalanced. So what is the suggestion and resolution to fulfill every players and avoid this kind of situation like invasion and relocating all the kingdoms and all the alliance and left the servers dead like happened in the K40 recently? What do you think,
That won't
guys?
happen. No, that won't happen because developers would not opening new kingdoms if they care for old kingdoms. So it's about us. We can accept the new ways, or we can quit the game. We tried to do the influence. If you remember, last year there was a movement. Um, Actually, the whales started, not farmers or small players, but the whales, about spending and balance and everything in game. And there was actual talk with admins of the game. Uh, uh, every big alliance choose their members to participate in that talk. They were kind and listened to the problems of the game, and they said, okay, fine, we will think about it. And all we got is dismantle and replace. That's what they changed. You can dismantle and replace things you don't need for some shit amount of blue diamonds. So developers don't care. It's about us. You will accept, improve, change your way of playing, or quit, or keep playing as you want to be farmer or be fighter. And don't I want to say, don't count on developers' ears about our thinking or problems. We can talk amongst ourselves and share the experience or everything, but don't count on developers will help us in any way.
Well, that was the previous idea why I started this podcast, so I can join the people from the other servers, and so players can talk and express the feelings. Okay, I wish to read you one Anakin. Anakin sent one more message. I wish to read you. So my point regarding invasion: those who do not want to fight outside the events, they will leave as sooner or later. Bubble drops, army dies, etc. They will look for the server which is more peaceful server. So invading is cool for these who like to fight. Do you agree with this?
Yeah, they will leave and fighters will fight. Farmers will farm, fighters will fight.
Yes.
Yeah, LeVO, Ostoja.
Yeah, probably, but I don't think that that's the most important. The atmosphere in the alliance is the most important, but in the most cases, the alliances loses their atmosphere when invaders come. But if they can play with it, they won't lose the atmosphere, and they will stay and choose the way how to fight against them. They can stay bubble, they can fight or something like that. But if they have a good atmosphere, they don't need to worry.
Well, I find it very pointless. Moving to another server because wherever they will go, they will face with the same thing.
That's truth. I agree with you, LeVO, because as we see recently these days, and Freya pointed at the start very well, this will become the new way of playing because game become boring. Yeah, right. Yeah, with so much new kingdoms and new stuffs and these kind of things and unbalanced things, it become boring. In one point, if you are in the strategy MMO, you wish to fight. If you are the player, that's the end of the story. So, guys, yeah, we are recording, believe me or not, like almost an hour. So, do you wish to say something for the end?
Well,
Enjoy the game. That's
Enjoy
all.
the
And consider this is the game and this is our free time. So have fun as much as you can.
so just have fun with your friends.
Yeah.
Of course.
Don't forget it's about fun, actually.
Yeah, we are here to have a fun and on some way to forget problems in real life and to relax from the game. So we just need to have a fun, maybe find some new friends or something like that.
Yeah, find new
So
friends.
just enjoy the game and that's it.
Can we?
Play with your friends.
Yeah. Can we agree for at the end?
Don't attack Leo.
Oh, yeah.
Can we agree for the end that maybe the message can be don't fight, don't afraid of the invaders, join together and fight with them and have the fun because this is the point of this kind of the game.
Yeah, that's the point. Play with your friends. You might get
Yeah.
zero, or you might zero other players, but it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, that I was zeroed a couple of times too.
Yeah,
And
me too. Yeah.
I
I've
think,
zeroed one guy too.
yeah, I think everybody here was
I think
zeroed.
it's been on both sides. It's been on both sides, all of us. Zero and zero. So
I think
it's
everybody
a
was
balance.
zeroed. Yeah, a couple of times here. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time. I think this were very interesting podcast, and I think that people will like it, and so many different people. Thank you to participate in it. Very good material. I hope we will spoke on some other occasion again. Have fun for the weekend, and bye.
Okay. By the way, I just got an invitation
Nice,
to
yeah.
join your Discord. By the way,
No,
ENL Discord.
yeah, it's okay.
I joined.
Yeah. That join my Discord.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, thank you very much. I hope.
you.
Yeah,
Sure.
thank you, and see you in the next show. I suppose, as a guest or as the listener. Have fun. Have fun in the game.
Okay.
Bye.
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 bye bye.